Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my YouTube channel and I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. We are starting out the week the right way. Maria Barisi, thank you so much for the very, very generous super chat, super sticker. We really appreciate it. It's a super sticker that says thank you. I accept your gratitude and I return your gratitude. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of this channel and thanks for supporting this channel. Super chats and super stickers are a way that you can let me know that you like my content. You can also join this channel. We have memberships at 3 different levels that gives you access to some special videos. And once a month, we're doing a members only live stream. And that happens to be this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you can be here live, please do be. If you can't, you'll probably enjoy it in replay. Last month, we did a deep dive into readings. And what that meant was people got deep readings, but I also shared my process. So it was part reading, part learning. We're going to do the same thing this month on Thursday, but with a little twist. It's going to be, because it's October, it's going to be all spiritual readings. What does that mean? Mediumship readings, communication with those who have passed on, communication with angels, deities, looking for spiritual direction, communication as regards magic. That's what we're going to be focusing on this Thursday. So all members are welcome to that. And I hope you will be there. All right. So what do we do every Monday? We start the week together with the 3-card weekly reading for the collective. Then we do individual cards for each person who requests. And I see many of you have your requests in. And I will get to you in the order in which I see you. And Horse Fan Done, yes, you noticed. So I got a request to put the links up for my live readings early. Because I know when I'm going to do them. They're on my calendar, my private calendar. So why not, just share them with you? And so I did. Obviously, every month I put up the links for our meetups and classes way in advance. So now I'm going to start doing that for our live readings as well. So you can see the whole week of live readings. I do Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All the links are up. Obviously, Monday, we're here. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those links are up. You can hit the bell, hit the reminder, and there it is. So thank you for noticing, Horse Fan Done. And I'm glad you appreciate it. I hope other people do as well. It was really originally the bidding of Karen Winkle, who I know got her request in, and I'm not quite sure how this works because now I'm not seeing it. She got a request in early. So even though we're not seeing it, I'm going to make sure I take care of her. So we are doing Mystic Mondays Tarot because it's Monday and I like to use Mystic Mondays on Monday because why not? Okay, so 3 cards for the collective. If this resonates for you, take it as a reading for you. If you're watching in replay, same thing. And likewise as we do the individual cards. If you hear something, even if it's not a reading for you, if you hear something that makes sense to you, go ahead and take it to your heart and to your spirit, because that's how this group process of tarot works. Of course, there is nothing more direct and personal than an individual reading, but there is real value to this group stuff as well, isn't there? So let us see the 3 cards for all of us. Starting with Judgment Reversed. You thought it was over? It's not over. So what does that mean? It might be a project that you thought was finished, but you got more work to do. It might be something you thought was going to go one way. It's going an entirely other way. It might even be a relationship that wasn't working out for you, but now you find a way to make it work. Do not use this, especially in Mercury retrograde, friends. Do not use this as an excuse to go back to your ridiculous ex. But there is a sense here that we're not done. Now, this could also speak to the need to get closure. Maybe you should be done. Maybe there's something going on in your heart where you need to let it go. You need to get closure. You need to heal. So it could be you're working on something that is not yet finished, and that's okay. You got to do whatever you have to do to finish it. It could be that you need to find closure with something. Next card. The Four of Wands reversed. So this does, in my mind, really speak to relationship stuff. And it's not just love relationships. It might be a work relationship, a friendship, a family relationship. And believe you me, I am all for, if it's a toxic relationship, let it go. I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care if it's your sister. If it's not working, let it go. But this week, the cards say, if there is some sort of relationship that, you're not sure what to do with, you have to look at, can we get closure to the injury that has already happened? Are both parties, or all parties, if it's more than, just two people, are all parties ready to admit their part in it? Are all parties ready to ask for forgiveness? Are all parties ready to do something new? And if that's the case, you can go forward. If that's not the case, no, you can't. Hey, Barrett Ermy Tarot, welcome back. Barrett was a member here, then there was a minute when he wasn't, and now he is again. So we're super excited. Thank you so much. Great to see you here. Barrett's working on a fun personal project as regards Star Trek and tarot. And he and I share this in common, this love of Star Trek. So how cool is that? All right. So Seven of Wands, excuse me, Seven of Wands reversed talks to me about boundaries. When I put these three cards together for the week, pay attention to all of your relationships, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with others, even your relationship with things. What is your relationship with food? What is your relationship with water? What is your relationship with time? What is your relationship with exercise? All the things. Look at all your relationships. Where do you have work to do? Where do you need boundaries? Where do you need to get closure? That's what we need to focus on this week. All right. I'm going to take a picture of those cards so I can remember that message and also post it on Instagram. All right. Now, let's get to, do you follow me on Instagram? At Christiana Tarot. Please do. All right. And in fact, just to let you know, if you do not follow Nancy Hendrickson, that's Nancy Sage Shadow on Instagram, you should, because she's got great content there. And I'm going to be joining her on her live stream right after our members only live. So at 8:15 on Thursday, I'm going over to be live on Instagram on Nancy's stream. We're going to do an AMA and Ask Me Anything about being a professional tarot reader. So come on over, support Nancy, support me, and ask some interesting questions about what it is to be a tarot pro. All right, here we go. The first person I'm going to pull for is Karen Winkle, because I know she got her question up like yesterday, and I don't know why it's not still here. I guess that has something to do with how YouTube works. I just don't know. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know. So Kim Case, you're the first one I see, so you will be next. Well, actually, I want to say I saw Smile Soul 20 up there as well. So I'm going to do Karen, Smile Soul 20, then Kim, and then I'll do everything as we see it in order. Just to try to be fair to the people who got here like millions of hours early. So Karen Winkle, thank you for being a member here. Seven of Swords reversed. Be in your own integrity. And if you feel like other people are questioning your integrity in ways that don't feel good, check in. Are you being honest with yourself? Are you doing what feels right for you? If that's the case, be polite to others. Do not question their integrity back, but don't let them steal your peace. You got to be good with you. All right. Smile Soul 20, thank you for being a member here. Princess of Cups reversed. This week, my friend, what you got to do is really get into your own heart, heal your heart, communicate with your heart, with yourself. You know, this isn't even so much about what you're communicating with others. It's about, do you know your heart? Do you know what your heart wants? Get in there. Spend some time in there. All right. Kim Case, so nice to see you. Good morning. Thank you for being here. You get the Four of Wands reversed, which of course was one of our cards for the collective, so very powerful. And, you know, I'm going to give it a very specific interpretation for you this week. You need to get out of your comfort zone. And the comfort zone is a good place. You can go back there. You don't have to get out of there forever. But for a minute, there's something you need to do this week that's going to be out of the comfort zone, but it's going to serve you. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say something or do something or go somewhere that is different than what you would normally do. Horace Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. And before I do your reading, I'm going to say thank you to Clumsy Clairvoyance for coming in with a super sticker. Really appreciate it. Clumsy Clairvoyance is a member here, and she has also supported this broadcast with a super sticker. All right. Horace Van Dunn, thank you for being a member here, and thanks for your patience. Here is a card for you for the week. Knight of Swords reversed. That's an interesting card. Expect some things to go slower than you want. Expect to have to be patient. Be very wary of the whole Mercury retrograde thing that can be as regards technology, as regards motor vehicles, as regards communication. Check and double check everything. And if you start to feel like you just don't want to deal with the world, retreat as much as you can and don't feel guilty about it. It's just for the week. And Mercury does station direct next week, so hallelujah. All right. Pamela Thies, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Five of Wands reversed. So, to me, this feels like an end of conflict with yourself. That you have been in a lot of conflict with yourself regarding creativity, regarding way forward, regarding allowing yourself to be all that you are. And I think this week, you're just going to continue to work on, screw that, I'm not in conflict, I'm going forward, I'm doing it. Here's my stuff and here's what I'm doing. You keep going on that. Maria Barisi, thank you again so much for being here and for your very generous support of this broadcast. Really, really appreciate it. All right, here is a card for you for your week ahead. You get the Chariot. I wonder if you'll be planning a trip or even going on a trip this week. It may be a more metaphoric thing where you're thinking about your life's journey, where you're going and what you're doing. I wonder if this week you will really start to feel like you are in control of your journey. So much has happened, Maria, that is that is beyond your control, that you've just had to react to and is not what you would have preferred if you could have gotten to choose. This week, I think you get to make some choices. And I think you get to feel like you are right now a bit more in control of your journey. So this is a good thing. It's about your spiritual growth. It's about moving forward in your life after tragedy. And it's about feeling a sense of freedom in your life. So very well done. And, oh my goodness gracious, we got a super sticker from Lisa Harmon. Lisa, thank you so much for your generous support of this channel and this broadcast. Really, really appreciate it. All right. Next question from Autumn Pond. Nice to see you. Here for your card of the week, and this is becoming your favorite new habit. Well, thank you so much for beginning the week with me. It's something I do look forward to. You know, Mondays can be a little difficult, and it's nice to get together with all of you for a moment of clarity, for a moment of understanding, for a moment of fellowship as we get it together for the next week. So I really appreciate that. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Before I get to you, Autumn Pond, let me acknowledge a super sticker from Sandy, Sandy S. I've known Sandy for a long time. We were roommates back in the 80s. We had really short hair, and we were 80s girls, and we had a lot of fun. There were a few pictures of sangria that went down there. So it's great to see you here, Sandy, and thank you so much for your support. Okay, Autumn Pond, please excuse me. Here I am, and giving my full attention to you. Two of Cups. So remember, in the 3-card weekly reading for us all, we were talking about relationships. And this week, Autumn Pond, you want to pay special attention to relationships. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with others. This is a very romantic card. It bodes well for romance, wherever you're at with that in your life. Whether that is a relationship that you're in and nurturing, whether that's a new relationship, whether that's buy yourself some flowers this week, one way or the other, there is that sense. So the other thing is, if you have an opportunity to collaborate with someone, to work with someone on a specific project, this is a good week to get that going. All right, Allie Mammon, nice to see you. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. The 9 of Wands reversed. So this is interesting. There may be ways you need to tighten up your boundaries. Now, we were talking about boundaries with the 3-card weekly reading as well. This speaks to that. But there may be ways that you are over-vigilant, hyper-vigilant. So you have to look at, are there some areas in your life where you're not taking care of yourself in the way you need to, where you're letting other people sort of walk on you in ways that you shouldn't? And or, are there ways you're being hyper-vigilant where you should ask for help, where you should let others in? So this week, really look at that connection with others and how that works. Moonlight Tarot, so nice to see you. The Emperor reversed, you know. This week, I think you really got to think about where you yourself are going in your own life, how you are going to be a leader, what you're going to do, but then also about the gentleman in your life and what you want that to look like. You're a reader. You know I'm not making this up, my friend. Oh, my goodness gracious. Pamela Lath, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. And it's a coffee super sticker. Yay. Both Sandy and Pamela have sent me some caffeine here. Do I look like I need caffeine? Why, yes, I do. Thank you so much. Most appreciated. Most appreciated. All right. Von Ray, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here, and thanks for using my chibi. Does that look like me? I think it sort of does, right? Right? Hey. Okay, I really appreciate that. One perk of being a member is we have some members-only emojis. And Von Ray has used one of them. Isn't it cute? I'm in the process of getting us some more. We've got enough members now and enough logged view time that I'm allowed to add some more. So I'll be getting us some more. So I always appreciate when the members use them. All right, Von Ray, here's a card for your week ahead. The 3 of Pentacles reversed. Do you have today off for the holiday? Are you able to take some time off? This week, in addition to work, it's time to play. It's time to pay attention to your creativity, which I know you have been doing, to having some fun, to resting. You got to get some work-life balance going on this week, my friend. Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. Most appreciated. You get Justice reversed. Now, I am wondering if this is about the ankle, to be honest, because it can be a card of like just balance and finding your balance. But maybe it's also about finding your balance in other aspects of life. And maybe there are things that have happened in your life that really weren't fair, that you are finding healing for. And that's really important too. Oh my goodness. Gemini Sun, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. That is absolutely fabulous. All right. White Magic Witch. Here we go. Four of Swords reverse. No rest for you. This week, you're going to be busy, 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 busy. So while I told Von Ray she gets to rest, and Betty has to find her balance, you just got to get out there and do what you got to do, my friend. No rest, just do it. Joanne Smith, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. 10 of Wands, man, so much. You got so much going on. And it feels like you're carrying some very heavy burdens. There may be a lot you have to do this week. There may be a lot on your mind this week, a lot that you're thinking about this week. You just have to look at, are you carrying things that you don't have to carry? Are you carrying things from the past? Are you carrying worries that you can't do anything about? Are you carrying other people's burdens that they could carry for themselves? Are you not asking for help where you need to? These are things you need to think about. Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. 9 of Swords reversed. There's been a lot on your mind. There's been a lot you're dealing with. And I think this week things are going to start to lighten up. You're going to start to feel a little lighter, a little freer, a little better. And hallelujah, we need that. Joanne Smith, Charlie is here. Can he get a card too? Absolutely. Charlie, you're the second person to get this today. 7 of Swords reversed. This tells me that some of the things that are going on for you that have been problematic, there will be solutions, and you will find those solutions. I'm not saying you'll find them all this week, but maybe 1 or 2. So be on the lookout this week for solutions. Mystics Haven, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, King of Wands. This week, be creative, be spiritual, be a leader, be large and in charge. You are the boss of you, boo. Be strong in that. Peggy Lou Levens, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a member here, and thank you for those pretty butterflies. Here's a card for you. 6 of Wands reversed. I think this week you got to really watch out for negative self-talk, which, by the way, is what our newsletter is going to be about this week. Coming out on Wednesday, and we'll do the recap here on YouTube on Thursday. Negative self-talk about potential outcome, about how you're feeling about yourself, about others. Be careful about that. Try to, let's turn it right side up and welcome your own positive energy, recognizing what a gift you are and recognizing the gifts you have. That doesn't mean that you have to live in toxic positivity and not acknowledge the things that are difficult. You've got plenty of difficulty to acknowledge, but you are also strong and a winner. And so don't forget that part. Marion Newberry, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for you. 7 of Pentacles reversed. I wonder if you're getting some time off this week, perhaps due to the holiday, perhaps for other reasons. Time to rest, time to do things a little differently. I wonder if there's a project you've been working on that you need to rethink, something that's not been working, that you need to sort of find a way to do a little differently. Don't be afraid to think outside the box on any projects you're working on right now. Barrett Ermy, thank you for rejoining and becoming a member once again. We were lonely here without you. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing you at StarCon. Folks, if you have not yet gotten your ticket for StarCon, you should, especially if you're planning on coming in person like Barrett is and like I will. Get your ticket. Go to staarcon.com and get thee thy ticket. Barrett, here we go. Queen of Swords. This week, you're going to do some great technical work. I know that's what you do anyway, but you'll do very well and may even get recognized. I know you get recognized when you make a mistake. Sometimes you get recognized when you do good work as well. And so there may be some recognition for your good work, and that will be a wonderful thing. Lisa McCord, so nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Six of Swords reversed. So Lisa, there may be ways you're feeling a little stuck right now, not sure how to move forward. Let's turn this card right side up to invite that forward motion. And I'm going to tell you this, it's going to take logic. If you look at it from an emotional perspective, and there are some things here that are very emotional, but if you look at it from an emotional perspective, you are not going to find your way forward. Use your logic to move forward, use communication, use your words, you'll find your way forward. And Marion Newberry, thank you so much for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Pamela Phillips, nice to see you. Thanks for being here and thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for the week. Lovers reversed. Pam, this goes along with what the 3-card weekly reading was for all of us. You got to figure out what works in your life, what doesn't work in your life, what you need to embrace, what you need to walk away from. And that could be in terms of ways of thinking, that could be in terms of people, in terms of activities, what serves you and what doesn't. And don't be afraid to draw those distinctions, at least for now. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. I love it when you use all the pretty emojis. Here is a card for you. Baby Cake, you get the Ace of Cups. This week is about welcoming love, whether that is romantic love, spiritual love, family love, all the different kinds of love. Did you know the early Greeks had like 7 words for love, the different types of love? I think that's great. Welcome them all into your life this week. It is all about opening up your heart to bring in love. That's what it is. Aaron 92, so nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Queen of Wands reversed. This week you may feel like you're having a hard time accessing your joy, your creativity, your passion. Let's turn this right side up to make it easier to access those things. And sometimes, this is like a thing I learned in yoga, right? Sometimes when it's hard to do, you got to do it more. So focus on creativity, passion, seeking your joy, seeking your spirituality, moving forward. Focus on being motivated even when you're not feeling motivated. Robin Renee, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here and thanks for being a member here. Robin Renee was the one who gave me the name Tarot Fairy Godmother, so we really appreciate that. Okay. Robin Renee, you're the second one to get this. King of Wands, could this be your man's? It could be, it could be. This week you might meet someone. That would be very interesting. One way or the other, though, you are moving toward leadership. That's why you're doing everything you're doing, so you can be a leader about something you're passionate about. So one way or the other, you move forward with that, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting closer to meeting someone interesting. Hey, Diana Price, my digital nomad friend. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And thanks for being a member of this channel. Here's a card for you. You got the Four of Wands reversed. And this, of course, was a card that came up for the collective, but it also came up for you. And I think for you, it's about not getting stuck in a box, being willing to go to another place, to do another thing, to try other things. Your life is like freaking whack-a-mole, right? This pops up, whack. This pops up, whack. It's always something popping up, and it feels like a pain in the butt. And sometimes it feels like it'll get the best of you, but it never does. You always get the best of it. And that's the way you want to roll. Barbara O'Brien, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Barbara O'Brien. Three of Swords reversed. This week you find healing. It might be healing with a particular person you've had a falling out with. It might be healing in and of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This week you take a look at the things that have hurt you and you find a way to heal. And that, my friend, is a beautiful thing. I'm happy to see it. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. And thank you for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Okay, here's a card for you. So you got the Queen of Swords. You're not the first person to get this, but I have a very specific interpretation for you about getting your message out to the world. Recognize that you've got some really important things to share. And I know you do share them, but it also feels like sometimes you're pulling your punches a little. Share your truth, share what you know, share in a way that nurtures others, share in a way that helps others find their truth. That's what you're here to do. Okay, Skywalk Trice I am. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's your first time here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for you for the week ahead. And you get the Moon reversed. This week, think about the things that you don't understand and try to understand them. Think about the mysteries in your life and figure out which mysteries do you have to just let be mysteries and which mysteries can you solve. This is a very good week for you for figuring out what is true and what is not true and following that truth using intuition, using logic, using spiritual guardianship and guidance. Hey, Denny, nice to see you. Glad that you're here. Strength reversed. This week, be careful when it comes to frustration. I feel like you are dealing with some frustrating issues. Let's turn this right side up to give you the strength to handle them. Just try to be patient, try to be compassionate with yourself and others as you move through the week. Lisa Harmon, thank you so much for being here and thank you so much for the super sticker. Here's a card for you. Lisa, you're the second person to get this. The Nine of Swords reversed. It makes me wonder if you've been struggling a little bit with overthinking, with anxiety, with depression, with confusion, with things that have been upsetting you. This week holds some space for that, but you'll find that in holding space for whatever's bothering you, you actually find some relief, some ability to relieve, to release, to move forward. And that's what we're looking for you this week. Hey, Cheryl Jefferson, nice to see you. Thanks for being at the meetup yesterday, and thank you so much for my birthday presents. I really appreciate it. Okay. Sandy, yes, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for being here today. Certainly a card for you. And before I do that, I just want to acknowledge Karen's Tarot Vision, a super chat. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. Okay, here we go. Scrolling back to you, Sandy. There you are. Thanks for your patience. Here is a card for you. Sandy, you get the Nine of Cups. This is the traditional card of wishes fulfilled. So this is a good week to think about what you want to bring into your life, what you want to manifest into your life, what you want to attract into your life. And that's not me saying that every single thing that happens is something that we attracted. Sometimes random stuff just happens, and it does. But this week, you got the power, girl. You got the power to attract wonderful things in your life. So what is it that you want? Go ahead and bring it on in. Okay. Okay, let's see. Gemini Sun, nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. You get the Hierophant reverse. Talk about thinking outside the box. This week, Think about the ways that it makes sense to break the rules. Think about what your rules are for you, right? Think about being your unique self and allowing yourself to be outside of convention, outside of what other people would put upon you. Allow yourself to be who you are, loud and proud. Pamela Lay, thank you for being here and thank you for being a member. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Oh my goodness, card on the floor for Pamela. It jumped. And it's the Six of Swords, right side up. Sailing toward smoother waters, we are. Moving forward based on clear thought. So keep your decisions clear. Keep your head clear. Don't let other people cause you a lot of static. You just sail on forward this week, my friend. Stella Barbara, so nice to see you. Thanks for being there yesterday. Let's talk soon and get you your StarCon ticket. Glad that you're here. Here is a card for you. 10 of Wands. You got a lot going on. A lot on your mind, a lot that you're doing for others, a lot that you need to do for yourself. It's all good. But be careful about that. You know, I think we can all have a tendency for spiritual bypassing, where we are so positive and so spiritual and so aligned that we don't look at the things that are really hurting us. Make space in your life to examine what is hurting you, what has hurt you, and how to move forward with that, especially this week. Okay. SJ, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. SJ, you're the second person to get this. You get the Chariot. This week, you may be going on a trip or planning a trip, or it may simply be about recognizing that you are in your own place of mastery in your life, that you are the master of your journey, that you are in charge of where you go and what you do, and you are moving forward. Hey, Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member of this channel. Here is a card for the week. King of Pentacles reversed. So is there a way you need to step up when it comes to work or something that you are working on, where you need to have more faith in yourself, more confidence in yourself? Is there something literally going on at work that is not pleasing you? And is there something you can do about that? So look at that in your job and also in your life in general. Do you need to step up? Do you need to work an angle with something that you're not liking? How are you going to make that happen for yourself? Okay, La Morena, so nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Okay, here we go. La Morena, 5 of Wands reversed this week. You're the second person to get this, but I have a very specific interpretation for you. This week, pick and choose your battles. Do not fight with yourself. Work on your own alignment with yourself. And the more you're at peace with yourself, the more everyone else can go do whatever they're going to do. Seriously. Delia Lossie, nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. 3 of Cups reversed. There may be some people around you with whom you are not really feeling happy or not feeling the love, person or people. And if that's the case this week, be willing to walk away. You deserve better. Okay, SJ, how do I become a member or send stickers? Now, it will depend on what device you're on and what country you're in. Not every country can yet, and not every device can yet. I think if you're on a phone, you can't. I think you have to be on a laptop or a desktop. But you should see at the bottom of the chat a dollar sign. And you can hit that and it gives you all those options. You should also see, when you look at the channel, right next to subscribe, a button for join. If you don't see those things, it may be that you're not logged in on YouTube. But I think you have to be logged in to be talking to me, so it's probably not that. But it may be the country you're in doesn't support it yet, or the device you're on doesn't support it. So try a different device, and I thank you so much for your intention. You can also help by liking this video and making sure you're subscribed, and get your friends to subscribe. Okay, Maria Mary, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. 5 of Swords reversed. This week, think about negotiation. Think about diplomacy. Think about how to get what you want. We all know that you catch more flies with sugar than you do with vinegar. So be sweet and be strategic and find a way to get what you want. And thank you, everyone, for the feedback. I do read it. I don't always read it aloud in the interest of time, but I do read it and I do appreciate it. Okay, the awakening sequence. Thanks for being here and thanks for being new here. So great to see you. Here's a card for you for the week going forward. You have the High Priestess. This week, pay attention to balance. Pay attention to your inner voice. Pay attention to your intuition. Don't get caught up in too much gossip and too much blah, 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 la, la, la. Leave that stuff alone right now. This week, you do you. Stay in your space, thinking about healing, communication with spirit, being in your own balance, and making your energy exactly the way you want it to be. Okay, Karen's Tarot Vision, thank you for being here, and thank you so much for the super chat. Here's a card for you. You get the Fool. This week, don't be afraid to do something new. Don't be afraid to take a risk. Have some fun. Honor your inner child. Have faith in yourself and have faith in your journey. This is a fabulous card, as you well know. Okay. Hey, Lisa Harmon, thank you for sharing. That was like some vulnerable sharing, and I really appreciate it. And so your card really made a lot of sense. That is a great thing. Okay. Chara Saddlemeyer, you can be a repeat offender anytime you want. Please do join us. The links for all my lives this week are up. So set a reminder. I'd be happy to see you each and every time. There are many repeat offenders here. We call them community. So here we go. But you got the Tower. This week, there may be some big changes. It could be internal, changes in the way you think or feel. It could be external, changes you're ready to create for yourself, or even changes that you weren't expecting, but that could really serve you. So be ready for a little shakeup that serves you. And check back in with us and let us know how it went. Hey, Boomy, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. You get the Knight of Wands. This week, pursue what's fun, pursue what's enjoyable, pursue the things you're passionate about, get your motivation on, and go do what you want to do, my friend. Okay. All right. From my perspective, I have answered every request. If I accidentally missed you, mea culpa, I'm so sorry. Please do reiterate. If you're here and you have not yet asked for a card, now's the time. It's last call for readings, y'all. I want to remind you, I'm doing a Zoom class at the end of the month, October 28th. Tarot for Magic and Mediumship. It's actually a hybrid class. If you happen to be local, you can get a ticket and join us right here in my office. We're using my device, which we call Alistair Owly, which is a meeting owl that allows us to meet in a hybrid fashion, which is really great. We get to meet with our tarot friends all around the world. If you're not right here in Palm City, you can join us on Zoom, but you got to get a ticket. You will notice that where the link is on my site here, on my YouTube page, where there's a link to my website, that'll take you right there. There's also a link to my link tree. You can get a ticket there along with a lot of other things. I also want to remind you about StarCon. StarCon is an annual conference. This year it will be January 21st through 23rd, online on Excel events and in person in Palm Beach Gardens. You got to join us one way or the other, right? So get your ticket. Go to starcon.com, STARCON.com. A special thank you to all the members. And members, remember, we have a members only live this Thursday. Be there. Would love to see you. Oh my gosh, you got this, you got the reverse tower last week. So yeah, something's coming, Chara. It absolutely is. Get ready for it. It may be a rough ride, but I think it'll take you to a good place for sure. Friends, I want to thank you so much. I will see you again. I'll be back live twice on Thursday for the newsletter recap, and also for our members only live. A special thank you to the members and to all the generous people who helped us out with super chats today, super chats and super stickers. I really appreciate you. Thank you all so much. Have a great week.